The Valkyrie had ruled the Sigma Quadrant for 3,000 years. Their crystalline cities gleamed across 100 worlds, and their war fleets had never known defeat. When the humans arrived with their curious red cross emblems on white ships, the Valkyrie Council had laughed at their naivety. Dr. Sarah Chen stood on the bridge of the UNMS Mercy, watching the battle unfold on the view screen. The Valkyrie were decimating the Torgathy refugees, their plasma cannons turning colony ships into funeral pyres. Her medical frigate had clearance under galactic law. The Red Cross was supposed to be sacred, inviolate. "We're going in," she ordered. The Mercy dove into the combat zone, her shields identifying her as a non-combatant. They rescued 847 Torgathy from the wreckage, their medical bays working overtime. Then the Valkyrie flagship, the Eternal Sovereign, opened fire. The first volley destroyed their portside medical bay. 43 patients died instantly. The second killed Dr. Chen and half her crew. The message reached Earth 3 days later. Admiral Marcus Webb stood before the UN Security Council, his weathered face carved from stone. "They fired on a hospital ship," he said quietly. "They killed our doctors. Our nurses. People who had never held a weapon." "What do you propose?" asked the Secretary General. Webb placed a data chip on the table. "The Valkyrie homeworld has 3 moons. The largest, Velker Prime, houses their governmental archives, their cultural heritage, their entire civilization's memory. It's also their primary communications relay." "You can't be suggesting." "I'm not suggesting anything," Webb interrupted. "I'm telling you what humanity does to those who kill our healers." The operation took 6 hours. Humanity didn't send warships, they sent engineers. The human fleet appeared in orbit around Velker Prime, and before the defense systems could activate, they deployed the Cascade device. It wasn't a weapon, not technically. It was a gravitational manipulator designed for asteroid mining, scaled up 1,000-fold. The Valkyrie watched from their homeworld as their moon began to crack. Fissures of light split across its surface like a shattering mirror. Then it simply stopped. Every transmission. Every data stream. Every piece of their history stored in those crystalline archives. Gone. The moon hung in the sky, a dead gray sphere where once it had sparkled with bioluminescent communication networks. Admiral Webb's transmission broadcasted across every Valkyrie frequency, "You fired on the Red Cross of Earth. You killed those who came only to heal. So we've taken your voice. Your moon no longer speaks. Let this be a lesson: humanity will cross the galaxy to save lives, but we will cross galaxies to avenge those who save lives." The war ended that night. The Valkyrie surrendered within hours, their council broken, their pride shattered. And across the galaxy, species learned a new truth: humanity's mercy was infinite, but their vengeance was absolute. The Red Cross was no longer just a symbol, it became a promise and a warning. Touch the healers, and your world goes silent.